actresses of our time.
Madeline's parents had been divorced, and she did not have contact with her father for a very long time.
This Academy Award-nominated actress is probably best known for her years with irreverent director Mel Brooks.
She was this monster talent. She could beat anybody in the room, anybody in the place.
Madeline's left a lasting legacy of fascinating and zany characters over the course of a 4-decade career that spanned stage, television, and film.
Well, then I know what it is.
That's right.
It's because we happen to be black, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Work with me here, Ruth. I'm trying to keep the guy here, and I'm running out of ideas.
She didn't know why people were laughing half the time because she was so serious. She could just take something and make it her own, put her stamp on it.
In December of 1999, after a year-long private battle, Madeline Kahn lost her life to ovarian cancer. She had been married only 2 months.
If I don't do anything else in life, I took care of her.
I'm Terry Garr, and this is a look into the life of my friend, Madeline Kahn. Goldberg and Bernard Wolfson were high school sweethearts in Boston, Massachusetts. In September of 1942, 17-year-old Paula gave birth to their daughter, Madeline.
Paula married Bernie Wolfson when they were very young during World War II, which was kind of a common event. He went off to war, and she stayed behind and had Madeline.
She behaved well, and she was beautiful, and she was my little toy, I guess.
When Bernie came back from the war, it didn't work out for whatever reason, and Paula moved from Revere in Massachusetts to New York.
I just decided I didn't want to be married. I wanted to become an opera star. She didn't have very mature parents. She deserved better.
Madeline's father was out of her life. She found comfort in her imagination and dreams of performing. Paula, herself a singer, soon discovered that Madeline was talented.
She was like a prodigy. She could hardly see the keyboard. You know, she had to reach up to touch it, and she just cried, "Make me play."
Well, it was the first thing that knocked me out, music. Just hearing it as a baby. And so there came a point when I was a little old, about 6, I guess, I don't know, 5, whatever, when I just wanted to dance and sing and do everything, so I begged to have lessons.
I had to teach her and help her. I mean, if she weren't so gifted, I was selfish enough not to pay attention to her.
Paula decided both she and Madeline would benefit from therapy. Her analyst convinced her to send her 5-year-old daughter away to boarding school.
She was very homesick and lonely to be sent away from her mother, and her mother was working. It was very difficult for her to have a child.
A few years later, Paula's money ran out, and a relieved Madeline returned to New York, where her mother had met a stable new man. Hiller Kahn owned a radio repair shop.
Her mother married Hiller Kahn, and they moved to Queens, and they lived a kind of normal life in Queens for a couple of years.
Jeffrey was born in 1953, when Madeline was 10 years old, and she immediately stepped into the role of parenting her baby brother.
She'd take care of me when I got home from school. She was really very much of a mother to me. My father wanted to do the right thing, and he loved Madeline, and he adopted her because he felt she needed a father.
But for the second time, Paula's marriage would soon end in divorce, and Madeline would lose another father.
I believe it was around 4 or 5 when my parents got divorced. That it would put Maddie at about 15. It was not a pleasant situation. It was difficult because my mother was protective of Madeline, and so she caused kind of a block between Hiller and Madeline.
Madeline felt abandoned again. She would not repair her relationship with Hiller until adulthood. It became important for her to find her biological father, Bernard.
When Madeline reached her late teens, she made the effort to contact Bernard, and they reestablished a relationship. Of course, with those many years lost, I don't know how much can be recaptured. I understand that Bernard really genuinely wanted to maintain a relationship with her, but that was not available to him.
While attending Martin Van Buren High School, Madeline's interest in performing was rekindled.
I was in the one drama class that you sort of took in high school. The teacher noticed something about me, and she suggested that I audition for this drama scholarship to Hofstra College. Went to the library, and I found two monologues, one serious and one funny. You step out on the stage at Hofstra, and I said first the serious one, then I did the humorous one, and they laughed. Ah, that was a clue. You know, I don't know. I thought, oh, this is something. This is interesting. And I got the scholarship.
She had some great experiences at Hofstra. She liked the theater department there. She had kind of a dispute with the theater department. She didn't want to do something that they wanted her to do. She transferred into the music department and switched from theater to voice.
The time when it really clicked, I think, was a student musical in college of Guys and Dolls. And when I got out in front of the audience and they responded so, I thought, I mean, it was like a roller coaster. I remember being just shocked and thrilled.
Money was tight, and Madeline found a unique job as a singing waitress.
The thing about the job was that you had to sing an aria or two. And I thought, well, I can't do this. And my mother, who was a singer, said, well, yes, you can. She proceeded to work with me and discovered, just brought my voice, which was there, or the potential, out.
When I taught her, it was very like this healing energy went between us.
She sang in these Brauthauses, these German beer halls on Long Island, in Lederhosen, and sang these kind of Über alles songs. She looked like a good little German. The fact that she was Jewish didn't occur to these people.
I don't think she particularly got a great thrill from it, but she did it, and money was tight, so she needed that for some income.
Madeline changed majors a second time and graduated from Hofstra in 1964 with a degree in speech therapy.
She liked studying voice and speaking because that was in line with her musical training from her mother and from others. I think she thought in the back of her mind, well, if show business doesn't work out, I can always be a speech therapist. Of course, show business did work out.
Next, Madeline is discovered by both Broadway and Hollywood.
On Lifetime, television for women.